The Senate Anti-Corruption Seminar came just over a week after the Department of State Service (DSS) commenced a clampdown on alleged corrupt judges. Speaking, Senate President Bukola Saraki says corruption has the potential to retard Nigeria's growth. He lamented that the nation is losing trillions of naira to corruption. In his speech, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, who stood in for President Muhammadu Buhari, charged the federal lawmakers to actively join the fight against graft.
What is required is a consensus of reasonable men and women who realize that the current path will destroy us all. That such a consensus will produce a coalition of the like-minded from the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature, united by a common cause and a proposition, namely, that this republic will fall and consume us all if we do not put in place a practical plan.
The most thrilling moment of the seminar was the lecture, which was delivered by renowned international scholar on corruption and Director General of the Kenya Law School, Professor Patrice Lumumba. For over 30 minutes, he spoke without a written script and never stammered. He lamented that African nations are impoverished by massive looting of state resources. He accused Europe and other developed nations for providing safe haven for corrupt politicians who have looted their country dry.
The maximum he can stay in office is 2 terms. And let me tell you one thing about those who engage in graft. They have the patience that is amazing. If they can sleep quietly for 8 years, only to emerge as greater monsters in the 9th year. And therefore, what we must do is to create institutions that defy time. Those institutions must be institutions that are recognized by the law. If it is the institution of parliament, it must stay strong. If it is the institution of the judiciary, it must be purged of the men and women who engage in graft. If it is the institution of the executive, it must be strengthened. If it is the EFCC, it must be strengthened.
Other speakers at the event urged the 3 arms of government, the executive, the parliament, and the legislature, to close ranks if they truly hope to end corruption. They also harped on the need for government to strengthen institutions. Nigerians are not new to workshops, seminars, and symposiums on anti-corruption. The judges had over 3 seminars and workshops this year on the need to fight corruption. But now the burden and allegation on corruption is hanging heavily on the judiciary. One only pray and hope that the National Assembly will pass laws that will make it difficult for public office holders to steal the nation dry. Ikaro Atta, ITV News, Abuja.